Hi everyone, this is Chaz. Date is Sunday, June 17th, 2012. It is Father's Day. So a happy Father's Day to all of you dads, fathers, stepfathers, grandfathers, male role models, big brothers who helped shape a little brother, all those things. Happy Father's Day to you. Thank you for the sacrifices that you've made and for the lives that you've touched. I am subtitling this journal entry The Pitfalls of Singlehood. And I'm doing so because I've had to really deal just in the past 2 days with the fact that I am now single. Um, and the various things that being in a couple causes you to take for granted that become very prevalent when you become single again. Uh, two cases, two case studies. First off, Gay Pride. Yesterday was the Belleville Gay Pride Festival, and I went. I debated whether or not I was going to go or not because I knew that I would run into a lot of people who knew David and I, and that there would be this, where is David? How is David doing? What's David up to? Where is he? Um, and so before I went, I kind of figured I would, give the same responses every time I was asked. And and I did. I ran into a number of people who knew David and I, and it's very difficult. It was difficult for them to conceptualize anything other than Charles and David. Conceptualizing just Charles. They figured when they saw me at the festival alone that, maybe David was at work, maybe David had something else going on, um, or he was coming to the festival later, or any number of possibilities. But what really hit home, so all those people who asked where David was, why I was at the festival alone, I gave them the answer. Told them the truth. Uh, that David had left and that he was now living in Chicago and that we were no longer together, which is the truth, at least as far as I know it. But what really stung yesterday was I ran into a guy from the church I go to, St. Paul's UCC. And as I was walking down the street, he clapped me on the shoulder. He's like, "Charles, where's the other half?" And that really hurt. I know he didn't mean to hurt that for it to hurt, but basically by asking where my other half was, it reinforced the idea that I am alone or that I am not whole. Um, so that was I just looked at him and I said, "There is no more other half." And no one really knew how to handle me or how to handle that. The fact that I was telling them that my relationship was over and that there was no Charles and David um, caused them I guess confusion. They just didn't really know. They could handle dealing with the couple, but dealing with only half the couple when the other half of the couple isn't there was difficult for them. The second case study was involved my dinner tonight. I with my work schedule and the separation, I haven't been eating as well as I should. Haven't been eating I guess I shouldn't say I haven't been eating as much as I should because God knows I could afford to cut back on some of the calories, and that's probably why I've been losing weight. Uh, Lost 28 pounds so far. Um, but today, for the vast majority of the day, I lived off of the calories from a bowl of cinnamon toast crunch, a banana, and a donut that I ate at work. That's all I'd had to eat today. So it was about 7:30, 7:45, and I was thinking to myself, I really need to go and get some dinner because I really didn't feel like cooking. I had a um, I did a turnaround shift between these past 2 days at work. Which, if you've never worked in a 24-hour environment, a turnaround shift is where you work one shift, you go home, you have only the one shift in between the shift that you worked and your next shift. So, for instance, yesterday I worked from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m., and then I had to be in at work today at 6 p.m., which means that I had only the overnight shift in between my two shifts of work. That's called a turnaround. You basically go home, take a shower, get a nap, and then turn around and go back to work. At least that's what I've always called them. I had to do them a few times when I was working at the store that I opened when I moved down here, but I was the manager there. That was to be expected. So anyway, um, after doing a turnaround shift and basically existing the past 24 hours on about 4.5, 5 hours of sleep, I really didn't feel like cooking anything. So I was trying to figure out where to go for dinner. And I finally, debated, Steak and Shake, Denny's, none of these places really have anything healthy. And I knew I needed some protein, and I knew probably needed some vegetables. So I went to Applebee's, and I was going to get their Oriental chicken salad, which is indeed what I got. But I made the mistake of going to the Applebee's that is closest to my house, which just so happens to be the Applebee's that David and I went to all the time. Um, so I walk into the restaurant, and the host, the seating host who recognized me, grabs two menus and says, "Table for two?" And I say, "No, there's only one of me tonight." Or there's only one of me. He's like, "Oh, you're going alone tonight?" And I didn't bother to say anything. I just had him seat me, and I took a magazine and read it. So it's it's really hard. It's really hard to be single, to be a solo when you were a duet for 9 years. Um, you know, Having the host say table for two and then, oh, you're on your own tonight. It's one of the things I dread, or dreaded, still dread, about becoming single after being in a couple for so long is that I'm used to having a dining companion. I'm used to having someone else there. I'm used to going to street festivals or pride festivals with someone, or to restaurants, or to movies, or to art shows, or to. But that's what's going on. That was how my past couple of days have went. So once again, this is the perils of singlehood. I'm slowly adjusting, trying to at least. Have tomorrow off, thank God. Actually can sleep. Um, but so that's all. Thanks for watching. Thanks for following along in with what I'm going through. Um, Almost made it today without crying, but Unfortunately, I did have a teary episode earlier today. Um, I really don't feel like I'm living right now. I feel like I'm just existing, which is probably how I'm going to feel for a while. At least until I can get some other things arranged or some other things solidified in my life. I just know that my legs and my feet really, really hurt, so I'm gonna hop up into a hot shower, and I'm going to take some medication. Probably include some kind of a sleep aid in that, and then I intend to become comatose for hopefully at least the next 8 hours. The cats will probably wake me up. Anyway, that's all. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Feel free to leave comments in the either on YouTube or on Facebook, and I will talk to you all later. This is Chaz signing out. Bye.